So I just finished setting up my booth here at the Naples Art in the Park event. I'm right outside of the Naples Art Institute, and it's a gorgeous day. I'm really excited about it. I didn't film any of the setup process because it was a lot of work. I did not bring a dolly with me, so I had to carry everything by hand, like all the way from the parking lot to my booth. But that being said, I think it turned out super great. I'm going to show you how it looks. This is my first time having this body of work shown all together, and I think that they just really read totally fabulous together. So hopeful for a good day, but I will keep you posted. Out here chilling. It's really slow. I'm not gonna lie, it's really slow, which is kind of disappointing because it is so much work to do these. You always, even if I'm not making sales, I always hope to at least be making connections, giving out business cards, networking, which can lead to future sales. But yeah, I don't know what to think right now. We'll see. Hopefully it picks up a little bit. We still have a couple hours left. I did, at least I had those print sales, so that will pay for my trip and everything. And I'm just happy to be here. We're gonna go to the beach tonight again. I'm just happy to be here. The kids are off, having a good time. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll let you know if anything happens. So I am back at home in my art studio now, and as it turns out, it did not get any busier and nothing else happened. In fact, a little storm cloud rolled over us. It got really overcast, just drizzled just a little bit, not too bad, but whatever little crowd was at the event, it scared them away, and that was that. I had maybe 2 more couples come in through my booth and check it out, and it didn't really turn into anything. I'm grateful that I did have a couple sales. I sold 3 of my limited edition prints, which is great, and I'm very thankful, and the buyer was like super happy with them, so that was a good connection. But other than that, like I said, it was kind of just a bust. And I wanted to go ahead and finish filming this vlog or just documenting this experience because I think that this reality check is important. I know that I post a lot about all my wins, but you don't win them all. That's the truth. And sometimes it's just kind of a loss. That's the reality of being an artist. It's up and down, and especially in the beginning when you're just kind of getting your name established and your business established, it's difficult. Nobody's in this career because it's easy. We're in it because we're passionate about it and we love what we do, and you have to be kind of prepared to take those losses. I've had events where I've sold over $10,000, and that's happened more than once, but then I've also had periods of months at a time where I don't sell anything. So you kind of have to learn how to budget for that and plan around these slow times. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of work doing these type of outdoor events. It's not just the art that I had to bring with us. Of course, we were traveling out of town, so I had to bring our luggage. I brought my kids, and I also had to bring all of the display equipment, my tent, the weights, banners, canopy, walls, poles, everything needed to put together this display for an outdoor event. So this was actually my first time doing an outdoor art market that was out of state. Normally, I just do a couple here around Atlanta. However, because my work is tropical and that's pretty much all that I do, 80 to 90% of my paintings do ship out to Florida or end up in a Florida home somewhere. So I think I was just really excited about doing a market in Florida, and I had really high expectations. I was certain I was going to sell at least one original there, and that didn't happen. So that was kind of disappointing, but just the name of the game. And like I said, I'm here, I said I'm documenting my journey of being a full-time artist. And so, yes, that includes the hard times as well as the wins. This kind of came at a bad time for me because I posted in my last video that I'm an Uber driver on the side, or I was an Uber driver on the side. That's kind of just been my side hustle. And I was rear-ended last month by a uninsured motorist. So I'm still dealing with that, still trying to get my car fixed. I haven't been able to get it fixed yet. Hopefully soon. It's just been a challenge. And then in addition to that, last week, Uber actually put my account into review and decided that I'm a bad driver and just deactivated me altogether. So that's scary because that was my safety net and now that's gone also. But the crazy thing is, like, I'm not upset about it. I think that that was actually God's way of protecting me from driving anymore, because if I would have come home from this event and having not, done very well at it, I definitely would have got back in my car and continued to pick up on Uber. And now that's not an option for me, which is crazy because I had been saying that I was going to quit for a long time. And I just kept, when things would get slow, I would not quit and pick it up again. But this time I literally cannot. So like I said, I feel like, to me, that feels like protection. I definitely believe in like signs from the universe, and it is what it is, I'll find some other way to make it work. That was not meant to be for now. And in the grand scheme of things, getting rear-ended and having my bumper messed up is like a small situation compared to what could have happened. Obviously, anytime you're on the road, anything can happen. Your life is in danger anytime you're driving, especially in a big city like Atlanta. Like, fatalities happen literally every day. Not to mention, being a female driver, like, there's added risk. There just is, and that's just reality. So this was meant to be. I'm cool with that. And what I actually did was I applied to a few more festivals, a few more shows. I have 2 galleries that I'm working with right now. My newest gallery here in Atlanta, they're actually taking a piece of mine down to Boca Raton to be showcased in an interior design firm down there. So I'm continuing to make moves, and I feel like this is my time to, I've said go all in before, but like seriously now I really got to go all in. And that includes YouTube as well. So I do plan to be posting no less than twice a month on YouTube, in addition to being more consistent on Instagram, in addition to doing as many shows as I can. Now, of course, as a single parent, like, childcare is the other issue that I always have to deal with. When I'm planning these events, I need someone to watch my kids. And that's part of the reason why I don't do out of state events more often. We were lucky that I have, like, one of my really, really dear friends lives in Naples, so she was able to watch my kids for me during this event. And we also just got to go down to the beach and spend time with her. So it was still a good vacation. Like, it was a fun trip, and I'm happy that we got to do that. But I don't foresee myself doing too many more outdoor events out of state, honestly, until the kids are older, at least until my son is older and I have someone that I could leave them with here in Atlanta. So we'll see. But you know what? I feel surprisingly okay. I really do. Like, I'm not just saying that for the camera. I feel more confident about my art now than I've ever felt before. Like, my current body of work is the strongest work I've ever had. So I'm not doubting that at all. I feel like I've really finally found my consistency and my style. And I feel like I know what I'm doing with my art at this point. And that's a point that I've been hoping to get to since college, like discovering your style and what you're trying to say with your work and all of that. Like, I'm there now. I feel good about that. Now it's just the business end of things, like figuring out how to make this work. So I don't know what else I have to say right now, but I'm hanging in there. And faith is a crazy thing. Like, it really is. I know that this is probably the moment when I should be like, all right, time to get real, time to have a reality check, like, go get a job. And I'm not doing that. Like, this is my job. This is my career. I do make money doing this. It's not your average career. It's different. And I'm figuring out how to navigate that. And I'm here for it. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of my journey. And let's just keep going and see what happens next. I love y'all and wish y'all the best. And I hope that in some crazy way, this video inspired somebody else out there.